Okay. Okay, it is working. Okay. Yeah, just barely set up a stream in time. I'll turn this, like, down a little bit. Hold on. Testing. Audio sounds good. Nice. Okay. Doubt there'll be any viewers here, just doing this basically for posterity. Alright, so they have the countdown going on. One sec. Alright. Alrighty, let's see these results. Yeah, so I got the, bingo card here. We'll see how this goes. I'm thinking I tried to get, like, I didn't want to do any too obvious ones because, like, I would be shocked if Hyper Heist or Goldfinch Glade didn't get in. But I think these are all ones that have a good chance of happening, but also may or may not happen. I think out of the 25 here, like, maybe 12 are gonna come true. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, let's go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Existential Escapade already mentioned. Let's go. I'm liking the music. I actually don't... Is that Flower Man? How Strange Mentality? That's Strange Mentality mentioned. That's not bad. Wow, this is a really cool video. Pandrome Path. Oh, what's that one? I don't remember that. Okay, nice. Finally. After being delayed a week. Right into it? Right into it? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Number 1. Ooh, Aesthetic Archive didn't make it in. I guess that makes sense. Good to see it honorably mentioned, though. Definitely deserved. Big deserved. Okay. That seems, so far all good. So far all good. This was in my top 20, and not in my top 10. Oh my god, exact same thing. Castle Clash. It's a shame it didn't make it in, but again, I wouldn't want it another way. Love this song. Okay, what do we got? Fair Heart. So that was an entry that was entered into the contest. Shame to see it didn't make it in, but, you know, a lot of competition. God, I love the vibe of this level. What do we got next? Judgment did make it top 20. Okay, we'll add that to the, bingo card at a certain point. Okay, that's nice. That's like probably legendary then. That's good. I would assume every level in top 20 is getting legendary. Lockout made it top 20! Oh, holy crap, that's awesome! Wow, I don't know if that, like, took the spot of any, like, but that's good. Lockout getting, top 20 in the Gauntlet is great. This is such a cool level. Okay, what else do we have? Wonder if any of these are gonna be robbed. Ooh, Phantom Duality. This one is not like, it's not like my Viber level, but, you know, it's cool to see. I think this is the 5th one. Okay, 6th honorable mention, what do we have? Holy shit, Protect Jimmy made it. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. Holy crap, Protect Jimmy made it in. That is so cool, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't want to predict this. I didn't want to predict this because I thought it wouldn't be true, but it actually made it in. Holy crap, this contest is, I'm happy. Seashore Resort. Wow, that's probably least favorite level in the top 20 so far. This level is like kind of cool, but I didn't really have fun with the gameplay. But, you know, whatever. Okay, 7th. Seismic Activity. I wondered if this one was going to make it in the top 20. This one isn't really my favorite level, but I saw a lot of people who really liked it. It's interesting to see. That's a shame. That probably means that there's a couple like Existential Escapade that didn't make it in probably. That's a shame. Oh no! Worst in You isn't top 10. I knew there was a chance, but that's a shame. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, clearing top 10. Oh, that makes a lot of sense to me. What's most interesting is whether this is going to get mythic. Okay, actually, you know what, while we're here, let's highlight what we need to highlight here. Ah, crap. Okay, so Lockout, we don't know if that's confirmed, but probably. Tragedy Muse was not an honorable mention. Worst in You is not in top 10. God, I love clearing, sorry, just listening to it. Eternal Blue is probably not top 20. Existential Escapade is it? Fair Heart not in, yep, okay. Aesthetic Archive, no. Castle Clash honorable mention, yes. Yeah, Judgment top 20. Okay. Okay, this one is definitely deserved to make it in. I had it, what, like 12th on my list, but again, all of everything from 13th to 6th could have been meshed around and there would have been, like, straight up no issues. I'm interested to see what's next. It's probably going to be, like, one level that I really disagree with. Especially because Worst in You didn't make it in. God, that's a shame. I knew there was a chance, but that is a shame. Deo did make it in. Oh, let me add that. Wow. This is like so far, already very interesting list of levels to make it in. So, what do we know from my top 10 that hasn't made it in? So, Worst in You and Fair Heart are the only two that I can think of. I think there's a good chance Tragedy Muse and Quicksilver just aren't in at all. That might mean everything else did make it in. That's like really cool. Yeah, damn. Wonder what rating it's getting. Oh, I wonder what all these levels are getting. Like, it's probably legendary, but I mean, who knows? It could, a Dangerous Robot could be right, and it could get that mythic. I think Deo and Clearing were the two levels out of my top 5 where I was thinking maybe these could get mythic. Clearing more so than Deo, but we'll just have to see. Yes! Drifting Fortune made it in. Okay, that's what we want to see. That's what we. I was worried. I was worried about this one because Point of View didn't make it in the top 20 of the Space Gauntlet. I was wondering if they had it out for BPI or something, but nah, good, it did make it in. Okay, this is good. Anything I can fill out for here? Drifting Fortune gets mythic. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. God, I hope Lockout gets legendary. Alrighty. So what else is gonna make it in? Does that mean the Master made it top 10? Holy crap, that would be the coolest thing ever. God, that either means it made it top 10 or didn't make it top 20. I predicted that it was not going to do either of those things. Now that is great to see though. So what? I currently think the rest is going to be my top 10, the Master, and one other level. What could that be? Static Archive. Princess Demon? Would Princess Demon make it in? I guess it could. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Drifting Fortune is a really good level. Okay, let's see what we got next. Bada boom. Shocking. Goldfinch Glade makes it in the Gauntlet. No way. Well deserved. So Veg Jam has been in 3 of the 4 2.2 gauntlets? Yeah, that's deserved. All the levels have been deserved to get in. That's really funny. Veg Jam's a very good creator. Right. This is like good music. Like, Veg Jam did a great job with this song. I love this part, like the parallax that's being used here. Okay, so that's 5 or 4, that's 4 levels so far. Goldfinch Glade, Deo, Clearing, and Drifting Fortune. These are all really good levels. It was like being surprisingly not robbed. Except for Worst in You, but I don't know, I guess I am biased towards that level just because of how much I love Gamer Knight 750 as a creator. But, you know. Maybe it will become like a token robbed entry, like I thought the Master was going to be. Who knows? Shocking! Hyper Heist makes it in the Duality Gauntlet. No one could have seen this coming. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. Good job, Light Potato Dev, but this wasn't even a case of, I always believed in you. This was a case of, like, yeah, of course it makes it in. Oh, yes. Very, very good Gauntlet level. I remember playing the Weekly Demon every day by Neziverse and really liking it because of like the song, like the sync and the song it was using. And then I realized it was being used here, and it was used just as well here, and they used every day as inspiration. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. I don't think I had anything in my thing about Hyper Heist. Will MK2 make it in? That is the big question. That is the big question. Good old Deltarune theming here. Alrighty. Based end screen. Yeah, see, Every Day by Neziverse. First inspiration. Master Reality. Can't say I'm surprised. Definitely deserved. Gotta be getting mythic. Very nice. So I think, because I don't want my expectations to be, like, too high. So I think I'm going to predict that it's Master Reality, MK2, and Goldfinch Glade getting mythic ratings. There may be some more, but I'll just predict those 3 and be happily surprised if there's more. We seeing anything in the live chat? Yeah. Well, there's always a lot of discourse around whether the level actually has duality theming. Sometimes those concerns are valid, but I don't know. Like with most of the really popular levels, there's, I'd say, sufficient duality theming. It's honestly more so with some of the lower levels, like lower level sounds like I'm making it like a class thing. No, like the epic rated levels, like Strange Mentality, Fracture. There have been a lot of those ones that just seem like normal levels that don't really do duality too much. Also, have I mentioned yet that Master Reality is an incredibly good level? Absolutely insane that this is like File Explorer's. It's going to be their third rated level. Like, that is such a cool underdog story to go, like, to have the Duality Gauntlet be a battle between Studio Boys, Vegetam, Light Potato Dev, and Gamer Night, and to have File Explorer just come in out of nowhere and create this absolute masterpiece. Love those parallax cogs. Love how these things, like conveyor things, hit the beat. I thought this guy was going to be a boss fight. I absolutely love this part. I love a lot about this level. Very good. I wonder if the next one is just going to be like something completely and utterly insane that makes no sense to have gotten in. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's to rot like an apple or something. Nothing against that level, but just have a complete, like, throwaway insane one. Now, let's see what we got next, though. Good job, File Explorer. Could not have been more deserved. Quality Time made it in! Holy crap, let's go, Westfrost! Actually made it in. Let me find it. Let me find the, 1 second, let me just find the, Hold up. Let me just... I don't know what I'm hearing there, but let me just... Holy crap, they actually made it in. That's crazy. Like, as much as I didn't think this level was going to get in. I forgot about this until right now. Holy crap. That is awesome. Not only is that deserved, but it's like, I never would have, I would not have seen that coming. That is good. This is such a good result. Holy crap, I agree with, like, basically everything that's here, except for Seashore Resort. Nothing against Seashore Resort either, that's a good level, it's just not really my vibe. Is this canonically where your son dies, or like... Oh, very good. What's that? That's like 7, I think? Quicksilver made it in! Holy crap! Oh my god! All of my favorite levels. This is perfect. This is prime time for me. I can't believe this. What else is gonna make it in? Like, that... So, the Master... Okay, so we've had... Hold up. Once it made it in. Not that. Clearing, Deo, Drifting Fortune, Goldfinch Glade, Hyper Heist, Master Reality, Quality Time. Is Quicksilver 8? Hold on, I need to count that crap again. Okay, so we got, yeah, Clearing, Deo, Drifting Fortune, Goldfinch Glade, Hyper Heist, Master Reality, that's 6. Quality Time is 7. Quicksilver is 8. Yeah, so we're like, we only got 2 more levels left. That's MK2 and the Master? Wow. What a great list of levels to get in the Gauntlet. I mean, I guess it could end up being controversial, but I don't know, I don't really see that. The only controversial pick here is, like, worse than you not getting top 10, which I don't even think that's that controversial. I think a lot of people agree with that. Like, I would have liked to have seen it in, but I do get why it didn't get in. What do we have next? The Master did make it in the top 10. Wow, I honestly didn't expect that, but I could not be happier for Studio Boys. This is so cool. This level's gonna get so much attention, dude. Completely deserved. I literally had a friend at school who plays GD, but like not as much as I do, send me a message on WhatsApp. I've never spoken to this guy on WhatsApp. He sent me a message on WhatsApp with a link to the Master video and say, have you beaten this level? It looks cool. Imagine how crazy that must feel to create a level like that. Gone. The Master. So yeah, MK2 I guess is the, unless it's been disqualified, that is the last one. And it makes sense that it'd be the last one because they're definitely giving it Mythic and they'd want to end things off with a bang. That is crazy! That is insane! So we're gonna get here. Then, wow, that's actually defied a fair few of my expectations. But like, all in a good way. There's like the opposite of the space or random Gauntlet. Let me, I'll reply to this guy. Hold up. God, this is a cool level. I'm really interested to see how the Master 2 goes, because, like, I won't deny, there were some points in this one that felt a little less intense. Like, this part here, like, the skull's just kind of existing there, just kind of breathing in and out. I'm interested to see how the Master 2 goes. I think this creator naturally has a bit of, like, lack of intensity sometimes. So yeah, this is a creator that I'm very interested to see where they go in the future. Oh, that is cool to see. MK2? Ooh. MK2 was disqualified, I would assume, because there's no shot it placed below, I don't know, like Lockout. Again, no offense to Lockout, but MK2 would definitely be placing higher, right? Wow. Tragedy Muse. That is the craziest turn of events. MK2 was like one of the ones I was most confident was going to get in. Then it was disqualified and it was replaced by Tragedy Muse, the one that I was almost sure was not going to get in. Wow. This is very interesting. I guess that does make sense, like, MK2 was not easy demon difficulty. Wow. Whoa, that is really cool. I wonder if it's still getting Mythic. It's Mythic worthy, I would say. I wonder what's getting Mythic out of these levels. Could just do a random Gauntlet 2 Mythic deal. I think there's a good chance of at least 3 Mythics. Potentially 4, depending on how lenient we're being. How even more than that. Wow. Very, very interesting results. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what they have to say. Thank you to all who participated. Surely they're out now. Surely, or the levels are rated. Soon. Soon is not what I like to hear. Okay, nice. Well, they're probably going to be rating the levels soon. So I'm just going to fill out some of these and then maybe comment on them a bit, and then we can have a little look at what they have there. Okay, so Lookout gets legendary. I would assume that, but we'll wait until the levels are rated. What's the new Tragedy Muse honorable mention? It got even more than that. I was so sure it was going to get an honorable mention. There was no mention of The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Sweet Life, Magic, Strange Mentality, or Brass and Bites, which is, you know, it's kind of disappointing, but I guess it all makes sense. Photon Theory gets legendary. I still hope. We gotta hope so. We gotta hope Photon Theory gets in there. Worst new top 10? No. Existential Escapade top 20? No. Those are both rather sad. I kind of expected Existential. These are both where I expected them to not fully get in. But there was still, like, a good chance, and they still were, like, pretty deserved. Surprised by how little love there was given to Existential Escapade still. Clearing gets Mythic. That's still possible. Is he rating levels now? Or later? Or wonder what's going on there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Legendary Mythic level is disqualified. That one is true. That one, MK2, is definitely not getting Epic. And that was definitely disqualified, I'd say. We'll just have to see, though. I guess I'm going to pop it in there. Okay, so 4 new Mythics or 3 new Mythics. We'll just have to wait and see. Aesthetic Archive, top 10. It did not. I guess that was a bit of a bold assumption. But still, though, the Master top 10. The Master did get top 10. That is, I would not have called that. But again, I'm so happy about it happening. That's such a wholesome way for things to turn out. Quicksilver did make it top 20. It made it top 10. I think people might be a bit mad about that, but it made it top 10. That's really cool. That is really cool that it made it in there. Great job, IVTO. Drifting Fortune gets Mythic. It might. The Third Sovereign did not make it top 20. I only realized that now. That's a shame. Third Sovereign didn't make it in, but you know, you only have so many levels. 20 legendaries. I think that's going to happen, but we'll just have to see. An Experiment gets legendary. Again, we'll just have to see. Goldfinch Glade, we'll just have to see that. The Master is not going to become a robbed entry because it made it in the bloody gauntlets. And then a level outside, well, then we just have to wait for the rates to happen. That's surprising. No rates yet. Okay, so this is all unlisted. What do we have? What's in new? I haven't heard of Veil. Twins Vacation I played. Tragedy Muse Strike Like an Apple. Yeah. Okay, so cool. They have a list here of all the stuff. Let's see what the comments are. I'm gonna have a look at some of the comments for this. Just, I don't know, while we wait for things to happen. It's a lot like the random gauntlet, actually, because now I'm just, like, I kind of thought I was going to be able to move on to the next stage of things here. But I cannot. Oh, yeah, Princess Demon didn't make it in. That's a shame. That is a fair bit of a... Huh? I wasn't supposed to comment on that. I wish of RobTop focused more on gameplay than visuals while placing them, because some of these levels, not really, but not interesting. I guess that's a fair criticism. I kind of disagree, though. I think most of the top 20 had interesting... Let me reload the page so it's not a premiere anymore. Hey, I should probably watch that. I don't know if... Oh, that's not... Okay, game notifications. Things are starting to be rated. Let me open up this bad boy. I don't know, I guess just... I don't know. Okay, what do we see here? Ooh, did Goldfinch Glade not get Mythic? Ooh, it got Legendary. Drifting Fortune as well. Wait, what? What? That's kind of weird. There's no way Quality Time got epic. I refuse to believe that. Okay. Let's see what we're seeing. Tragedy Muse, The Master, Clearing. All of these are getting legendary. What do you mean Quality Time got epic? What does that mean? Whoa. What? Hyper Heist got mythic? Whoa! Holy crap! What the flip? These are some crazy freaking rates. Claiming the things. Whoa! Hyper Heist mythic. Wow! Good job, Light Potato Dev. Master Reality mythic. That is, yeah, yeah. That's what, that makes sense. Wow! Hyper Heist mythic, and Goldfinch Glade Clearing and Drifting Fortune did not get mythic. And what is that epic on Quality Time? Genuinely. Let me start rating some of these bad boys. Because I'm a mod and I have the power to rate. Master Reality, Hyper Heist. They unrated juxtaposition? What? Hyper Heist Mythic, wow. That is interesting. That is very, very interesting. What just got rated? Quicksilver Legendary. Okay. 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 That's fair. They have a list of like the entries. I wonder who's make that list. Okay, so yeah, I'm checking the gauntlets, but I know it's not going to be out for a while. Let me Hyper Heist Mythic, that is not what I'd expect. That is... I wonder how it's going to be perceived as, you know, as a mythic. Wonder if people are going to like it or not. Any news about MK2? Oh, just... No, not a platformer MK2. When am I just gonna get rated? Oh, Duality Gauntlet contest. Okay, good. List. We have a list. Let me go to the list. Is this RobTop's first list? Oh, it is. Okay, claim. Thank you very much for the diamonds. Have I beaten all these levels already? I think I have. Oh, no, not Phantom Duality Seashore Resort and Seismic Activity. Okay, so... Okay... What do you mean Quality Time got epic? Because... Fair Heart got legendary at least, and like I would assume most of the top 20 are getting legendary, right? I'm just waiting for like more rates to happen. This is very interesting. Hyper Heist Mythic. Wow. Drifting Fortune didn't get a mythic, that's a shame, but you know, it was pretty low chance of it happening. Deo Legendary, Clearing Legendary. I was getting my hopes up, but yeah, no, that does make sense. So that means we can level outside of my top 5 gets mythic. Yes, so that's Hyper Heist got it. Goldfinch Glade gets mythic. Nah, that is a shame. Clearing gets mythic. Nah. 3 new mythics. I think we're only going to see 3. If MK2 gets it. Maybe even 2. Is there still an unrated one that got in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. What? Okay, so the top 10 have been rated. Is it just going to stop there? Surely we see more. Why was... I still don't get why... Why was this guy, like, rating all of the, like, crazy good levels and then just... It just unrates... Okay, well, I don't know. Damn, we'll play Hyper Heist as a mythic. This will be quite interesting. Damn, if you had have told me that Hyper Heist gets mythic and Worse Than You doesn't, like, when I saw the previews for both of them, I would have been quite surprised. Very, very interesting. Oh crap. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Is that it for the rates? Wow. Okay, so... What is up with that quality time epic rate? Honestly, like that's not even a case of how did it just get epic. I mean, that is a case of how did it just get epic, because it's definitely legendary worthy, but also, like, how does that make sense logistically? Does that mean that, like, everything... Does that mean Does that mean that Aesthetic Archive, Castle Clash, Judgment, Lockout, Phantom Duality, Protect Jimmy, Seashore Resort, Seismic Activity, and Worse Than You all get epic? Does that mean Worse Than You gets epic? Rob? I don't know, I am quite confused with all of this. And I don't think I'm going to be getting any answers anytime soon. Let me add the demons to my beaten demons list. So we got Deo, Hyper Heist, Master Reality, Quicksilver. That might be it for the demons. We actually kind of had like a good list of levels, like difficulty spectrum of levels. Usually it'd be like all demons. We actually didn't get too many this time around. That's pretty good. Wow, how much has it grown in like just a few seconds? Okay, 183420. Alright, let's have a little look through the list of entries. So I think they got down like all of the ones that I really wanted to see. So that's good. Okay, Master Reality, obviously. Mythic, got in. MK2 did not get in. Might still get Mythic, but it did not get in. Worse Than You did not get in. That is just a shame, but, you know, oh well. Drifting Fortune, Goldfinch Glade, Quicksilver, Fairheart. Fairheart didn't make it in. Fairheart is weirdly high. I think I'm looking at the wrong list. No, that's the right list. Fairheart, Tragedy Muse, The Master, Third Sovereign. Okay, this is all over the place. I guess the ones I'm sad about not making it in is Third Sovereign and Worse Than You, but I kind of did know that they weren't necessarily going to make it. Surely there's a better one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Aesthetic Archive. I kind of thought that one was going to make it in, but didn't. This Existential Escapade, I was hoping, but I knew it was a shame. The Photon Theory. Surely the Photon Theory gets legendary. Surely the Photon Theory gets legendary. That is a deserved legendary. It has got to get in. Again, what is up with the quality time epic? That's throwing me off so hard. Because, like, there are levels out of the top 20 that deserve legendary, like Princess Demon or the Photon Theory. And then a level in the top 10 gets epic? It has to be re-rated, right? Lockout. Hopefully that means it gets legendary. Clearing. Sweet last message. That one should get rated. That one should get rated. We'll see what gets rated as, but that one should get rated. Does that mean Protect Jimmy is legendary? No, that probably means it's epic, but we'll just have to see, because I'm guessing... I feel like this time around... I feel like what's happened before is that Rob has decided what rating he's going to give each of the levels, like Mythic, Legendary, all that stuff. Then he lets whoever the judges are vote for the entries, and then he kind of like orders them in those specific groups. So he puts all the Mythic levels at the top, but he ranks them in how like the judges rank them. And he puts all the Legendary levels next, but he ranks them how the judges rank them. I feel like this time around maybe it was all the judges ranking them, and he just rates them whatever he wants to rate them. That's not a bad system, but it still is weird because now quality time gets in, but isn't, I don't know, kind of weird. Brass and Bites, I think that one's not going to get legendary, but we'll have to see. Hiraeth. Oh, surely that one's getting legendary. Let me double check, just see if there's... No, that is it. Alright. Oh yes, rest in peace, Emula Forta. And Seashore Resort did make it in. That is, wow. Let me play through this one again. Maybe it's just like, maybe I just didn't quite get the gameplay. I guess it's pretty cool. It's just like, it just kind of has that, it has that Mega Collab vibe to it where it just doesn't have, like, all that good progression. It just, there's a reason I don't love Mega Collabs, and it's that it just, like, they often just don't have a whole lot of identity because they're meshing a whole bunch of identities together. With that said, this one is great, great, like, decoration. Like, this is a really good looking level. I don't quite get where the duality in this one is at all, though. That's pretty cool. The gameplay itself isn't the most readable, but it's, like, it has a lot of cool ideas, like the way those things kind of, like, rotate around. That's kind of neat. Okay, one last look, see if there's any game notifications. Maybe they'll be rated a bit later, but yeah, I guess that's probably about it. So, Seashore Resort, Night Star, hopefully all these other great ones get rated soon. Alrighty, cool to see.